Yeah, I mean, John stole a lot of my thunder with his comments, but I have to say I completely agree with him. Um, in 2025, uh, we're just fact is we're not going to get a lot of help from the interest rate world. You know, part of it is good news. We have a very strong economy. The employment picture looks very, very good. Unfortunately, in an environment where you have a strong economy and you have a lingering inflation problem, which we can't seem to quite shake, um, the remnants of all the spending that was done a couple years ago. We just had another PPI number this morning. Um, um, we have um, annual inflation rates still, you know, well in the threes. And that just seems like it's going to be the case for a while until some of this money that's floating around out in the world gets. So the way forward is just as he said, it's to look at what the landscape is, what it was like, and how you're going to deal with it. And there are a lot of ways to do that. We have so many tools at this company that allows you to move forward and have the best year you ever had. I know that there's plenty of examples. Seton Beckwith is an example in Montclair. In Summit, we have Sarit Harel. These people and Jackie Mandel in Westfield, and they have had record years this year. And it's not luck, believe me. I know Seton's been working very, very hard. Same with the others. And, you know, John Lampkin is no exception. He's been rolling up his sleeves and determined to succeed no matter what the environment is. And that's the mindset you have to have. If you don't know what tools are at your disposal or what you should reach for, talk to your team leader and get guidance on what path to take and how to take the bull by the horns, because it's out there. So let's see what we're looking at more locally. First of all, I want to just sort of touch on look in the rearview mirror a little bit, and I will tell you, not to get into it, my problem or situation, but here's my fantasy that I've had for many years now that you're looking at right now. This is last year's results in the MLS. These are the top 10 offices in the GSMLS, and you'll see that our three offices are all straight up in the top 10, which is an amazing thing. To be even anywhere on this list is a real credit, and to see all three of our offices that we work with appearing on this list is really I consider it to be incredibly flattering, and I'm very proud of everybody that works so hard to be as professional as they are. So you can see the Summit offices in there. They slid in at just over $1 billion, and the biggest office in the MLS is obviously going to be the virtual company where they don't really have offices. It's just everybody's all in one office number, so they appear to do a lot. But if you look at their numbers, you'll see that on a per agent basis, they're not performing anywhere near the rest of the way these other offices that you're looking at are. And then I pulled out one other slide, the second one that we're going to look at. I want to show you just the value of being among professionals and being among people that take this business seriously. And as I said a minute ago, to work among people that take the bull by the horns. And it's often said that Keller Williams is the firm for entrepreneurs. And this, I think, bears that out. So if you look at these are the same 10 firms that we were just looking at. However, here they're ranked in order of performance for sellers. So sale price to original list price ratios. And what I want to point out, if you look at the two numbers that are in the box down there, you can see that there is a 3 percentage point difference between these top 10 firms. And by the way, notice that 6 of these top 10 firms are Keller Williams offices, by the way. And that is no accident. Keller Williams, the firm for entrepreneurs, is still very much the place to be if you want to be at the top of your game. 6 of the top 10 are Keller Williams offices. But notice too that that these 10 firms have an average over 106% of sale price to list price ratio, as opposed to the entire MLS, which is 3 percentage points lower. And it doesn't probably seem right off the bat like that's a significant difference. But if you think about your commission, if you charged instead of 2.5%, 3%, if you charged 5.5% or 6%, that would equalize this out. So you're basically outperforming by being at a firm that allows you to soar like professional. You're basically outperforming your competition by 3 percentage points right there, and your sellers get value out of that. So it's, I think, very important to realize that. So that's the point I wanted to make on that. And let's move on now and just talk about the market that we're toiling in and working in today. So these are prices that you can see, and we look at this quite often. And you can see that after many months of steady increasing prices, we've really started to sort of wobble a little bit as far as our price increases. Those numbers above are the units that were closed, so that they don't reflect the height of these bars. The bars are reflecting the median closing prices for homes. And as I say, we peaked about 5 months ago, and we've been sort of wobbling a little bit. If we look at the next slide, we'll see exactly why that is. And here we have the same green bars, these exact same green bars that you were just looking at, the closing prices at the closing table. But you can see what's leading us is the prices of homes as they go under contract. We've moved from a price of $560,000 for the under contract prices to 535.5 last month. You can see we've definitely begun to decline. This is just simply saying that the prices of homes that the buyers are willing to take off the market and purchase are lower. The buyers are requiring lower prices going forward. In fact, you have to go all the way back to February of 2024 to see a under contract price as low as 535.5, which we had last month. So it's important to take note of that. Your sellers should be aware of this as they price their house for the marketplace. Here you can see that the inventory has dropped down to actually even lower. Every December, we seem to drop down to a low point in inventory. And sure enough, we did this year. We, in fact, went even lower than December of 2023, just over 7,000 units in inventory for December. So as we move forward into January and the spring, we're going to look to come out of that, hopefully a little bit more robustly. We did spend more time with slightly improved inventory in 2023 than we had in 2022 last year. So let's just see if we can sort of build on that. I'm very, very hopeful that we've troughed out, and these tough few years that we've been having are behind us now. Here you can see the month supply of inventory. We're hovering very close to that 2 months amount of inventory, very, very low levels. And you can see in the dotted line there, those dots going up, that reflects what we were talking about earlier, where the buyers are becoming increasingly choosy, and that is showing up in pricing as well. And the days on market increasing from under 30 days on market to just about 46.